Up, we'll deliver a full recap of today's game, including highlights from the biggest moments. Listen to Mike Shildt's post-game comments. Plus, we'll bring you today's play of the game. From the Padres Radio Network, here's Sam Levitt.
We are live here at Petco Park. The final score on this Wednesday afternoon, the Padres 5 and the San Francisco Giants 3. Sam Levitt with you on our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show here at Petco Park inside the Western Metal Building. Hey, player, when it comes to giving you what you want, Jamul Casino Resort isn't playing around. It's way more than a place to game. It's a place where you can stay and play in every possible way. Jamul Casino Resort, the player's place. Padres win it 5-3, a really nice victory for a second straight day against the San Francisco Giants. Padres improved to 19-11 on the year. Giants dropped to 19-12. Padres score 5 runs on 10 hits. They give up just 3 runs on 5 hits in this game. We have a lot to do, a lot to discuss. We'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt. We'll also have all the radio highlights for you in just a little bit. But a really well-pitched game today for the Padres. Michael King, 5 2/3 innings, 1 earned run given up. He struck out 6, allowed 3 hits in this game. Bullpen was really good once again, aside from a couple of solo home runs given up. Robert Suarez, a quick and fairly easy 9th inning, picking up his 12th save of the season. And you look at what the offense did. I'll tell you what, it's been a joy to watch this offense sort of return to form with the return of Luis Arraez and Jason Hayward last couple of days. All of a sudden, they've looked like the offense that we saw in the first 2-3 weeks of the season, stringing hits together. They got a home run today from Elias Diaz. We'll hear from him in a moment. Elias had 2 hits, including the home run. 2 runs scored. Padres scoring a run in the second, a run in the third, 2 in the 5th inning to take a 4-0 lead. They led 5-1 through 6. Giants made it interesting. They made it a 5-3 game. They would have the tying run at the plate a couple of times in the late innings, but the Padres bullpen did a good job holding on to a tight lead, and the Padres win it here today 5-3 to sweep a short 2-game series against the Giants here at Petco Park. And now the Padres will have an off day tomorrow, hit the road for a 3-city road trip to Pittsburgh, New York, and Colorado beginning on Friday. I caught up with today's catcher, Elias Diaz, who had a home run, 2 hits, and did a great job behind the plate catching this great Padres pitching staff. I caught up with Elias on the field right after today's win. We're joined by Elias Diaz alongside interpreter Jorge Merlos. Elias, offensively today, 2 hits, including the home run. What allowed you to contribute the way you did at the plate today?
¿Cómo pudiste contribuir así como hiciste hoy en el partido?
Tratando de dar lo mejor de mí en cada turno. Mi mentalidad es ayudar a los pitchers lo más que pueda y bueno, y tratar de poner buenos turnos.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the at-bats that I take. Every time that I go up there, I'm trying to contribute as best as I can and really help out these pitchers as well along the way.
Speaking of the pitchers, Michael King, another solid start today. What was the key to Michael's game?
¿Qué era la clave de eso para Michael King en la salida hoy?
Que estábamos atacando la zona de strike, su sinker estaba increíble y pudimos mixear todos los pitchers.
Yeah, I mean, everything was working for him. He was really attacking zone. He was working sinker well, and we were just able to attack very well.
The bullpen continues to be terrific. They give up a couple of solo home runs today, but when they needed to get big outs, they got them. How does this bullpen continue to succeed as a group?
Y cómo este bullpen puede hacer las mismas cosas que están haciendo todo el año.
Sí, sin duda, tenemos buenos brazos. De verdad que ellos tienen un plan de ataque la preparación de ellos es bastante buena para el plan de ataque de los bateadores y bueno, y ejecutan sus picheos.
Yeah, I mean, they have a very good plan. There are a whole bunch of great arms back there, and they just, whenever they have their plan, they know how to attack the guys that are coming up the bat. So have all the confidence of them. That was Elias Diaz alongside interpreter Jorge Merlos after today's game, a 5-3 win for the Padres against the San Francisco Giants. Padres did it today, really up and down the lineup for a second straight game. 3 hits for Fernando Tatis Jr., 2 hits, including an RBI triple for Luis Arraez. Manny Machado had a base hit, RBI in this game. Jose Iglesias had a base hit, RBI in this game. Tyler Wade, same thing, RBI hit in this game. Elias Diaz, like we said, the 2 hits and the home run.
run. Michael King's solid bullpen got it done. And the Padres, after what was a rough 11, 12 games or so, tell you what, Giants had been playing really well. They came to town, and the Padres took care of them in 2 games. And you feel like the Padres have, at least for the moment, sort of steadied the ship here as they improve to 19-11. When we return, we'll have all the radio highlights for you, recap this game from start to finish. We'll also hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt coming up in just a little bit as well. Padres win it on this Wednesday, 5-3. Our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show continues after these words.
Tony Gwynn Jr. here. Upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like now.
Casino Resort Padres postgame show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. Sam Levitt with you inside the loft here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park as we continue to wrap this one up. Padres win it 5-3 against the San Francisco Giants on this Wednesday afternoon. We'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt coming up in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. We'll also get to your phone calls in a little bit as well at 833-288-0973. Again, phone number to call is always 833-288-0973. Play of the game, relief pitcher of the game, catch of the game, all that good stuff to come as well. But first, let's recap this one from start to finish.
Which moments determine the outcome of today's game? We'll paint you a picture with our game highlights on the Padres Radio Network.
We had a good starting pitching matchup here today. Right-hander Michael King on the mound for the Padres. Landon Roop on the mound for the San Francisco Giants. Both tossed the scoreless first inning. King did the same in the second. In the bottom half of the second, Roop issued a leadoff walk to Gavin Sheets. He was on second base with 2 men away for Tyler Wade.
And the 2-2 is hit on a line into right field. That's down to the base hit. Yastrzemski charging. Sheets is on his way. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. RBI single Tyler Wade to give the Padres a 1-0 lead.
Padres got another run in the bottom half of the third. Elias Diaz led off with a solo home run, his second of the season, and actually hit a fan's wrist reaching out towards the top of the fence in in left center, ruled a home run. It was reviewed. The call confirmed a homer for Diaz, and the Padres led 2-0. King was very solid early on. 5 scoreless innings, 6 strikeouts, just 1 hit to begin the day. Roop returned to the mound in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Padres still leading just 2-0. He gave up back-to-back one-out singles to Fernando Tatis Jr. and Luis Arraez. That brought up Manny Machado.
Runners take their leads. First pitch to Machado, sliced in the air the other way, charged by Yastrzemski. It'll drop down a base hit. Fernando on to score, a 3rd straight single, and the Padre lead is now 3-0.
After a walk to Gavin Sheets loaded the bases, Bob Melvin went to righty Spencer Bivens out of the bullpen. After a strikeout, it was Jose Iglesias at the plate with the bases loaded.
Runners lead at all 3 bases. Iglesias waiting. The first pitch from Bivens swung on, tapped up the third baseline. Going to be tricky. Bivens barehands it. He's got no play. Arraez comes in to score. An infield single for Iglesias, and the Padre lead is 4-0.
Padres scored 2 in the 5th inning, and like Jesse said, they had a 4-0 lead. Michael King got in some trouble in the top of the 6th inning. There were runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs for Jung-Hoo Lee. He hit a ball to the right side that Luis Arraez couldn't corral on a dive. It ended up being an infield single for Lee. A run came in. That made it 4-1 Padres. That was it for Michael King today. Jeremiah Estrada came in to face Matt Chapman, who all of a sudden represented the tying run at the plate. Estrada struck him out to end the inning. Padres still led 4-1. Padres answered in the bottom half of the 6th against Spencer Bivens. Elias Diaz reached on a 1-out single. He was on second base later in the inning for Luis Arraez.
3-1 the pitch. And Arraez hits it hard on the ground right side beyond the dive of way down the right field line. Diaz will come in to score. Arraez has 2. He's thinking 3. On his way to third base. Fitzgerald's relay not in time. An RBI triple for Luis Arraez, and the Padre lead is now 5-1.
First triple of the season for Arraez. Padres had a 5-1 lead going to the 7th inning. Jeremiah Estrada went back to work. He got the first out of the inning, but then it was Elliot Ramos.
1-1 the pitch. Ramos swings, hits it in the air, high and deep to left field. Hayward is back. He will watch this one. Going to go second deck in left field. A long home run for Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos, the home run, that made it 5-2. Adrian Morejon came on. He got the final 2 outs of the 7th inning. In the top of the 8th inning, Jason Adam came in with 1 out. It was Mike Yastrzemski.
0-1. Yastrzemski swings, hits it in the air to deep right field. Fernando racing back. He's in front of the wall. He will look up. This one going to go. Home run, Mike Yastrzemski, is 5th of the year and the 2nd of the day for the Giants, who refuse to go quietly.
So things were getting interesting. All of a sudden, it was 5-3. Adam then walked Willie Adames. So the Giants have the tying run at the plate in the form of Jung-Hoo Lee.
Adames not running, and Lee swings, hits it in the air to left field, not deep. Long run, Hayward in and towards the line, on the move, slides forward, and he makes the catch. Gonna hang a star for Jason Hayward.
What a play by Jason Hayward. He took a base hit away from Jung-Hoo Lee. Outstanding play by the left field line. And by the way, we'll get into it a little bit later, but the Padres defense today was absolutely outstanding. Manny Machado made a couple of great plays at third base, and that was a tremendous catch at a big moment for Jason Hayward. Adam then struck out Matt Chapman to end the inning, and he stranded the tying run at the plate to finish the top of the 8th inning. Padres still led 5-3. Padres weren't adding on. They still led 5-3. Going to the 9th inning, Robert Suarez came on. Suarez faced Wilmer Flores, who popped out to second base, but then Suarez walked Elliot Ramos. So, just like that, tying run at the plate in a 5-3 game. Suarez bounced back to strike out Lamont Wade Jr. The game was left up to Patrick Bailey. Top of the 9th inning, 2 outs, and the Padres up 5-3.
0-2 from the Padre closer. The pitch to Bailey, swung on and missed. Strike 3, a filthy changeup, and back-to-back strikeouts for Suarez to end this game. Save number 12 for the Padre closer as the Pods break out the baby brooms and sweep this 2-game set from the Giants. 7-4 last night and 5-3 here this afternoon.
I like that. The baby brooms, a dusting, if you will, in a 2-game series of the San Francisco Giants as the Padres win it 5-3. Padres now 19-11. Giants dropped to 19-12. Padres scored 5 runs on 10 hits. The Giants scored 3 runs on 5 hits. Michael King, the winner, he's now 4-1. Losing pitcher was Landon Roop, who drops to 2-2, and the save goes to Robert Suarez, his 12th of the season. Robert now 12 for 12 in save opportunities. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt, plus your phone calls and much, much more coming up later as the Padres sweep the Giants in a quick 2-game series. Final score on this Wednesday, Padres 5 and the Giants 3. Our post-game coverage continues after this on the Padres Radio Network.
Stay tuned to the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show.
Casino Resort Padres postgame show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. Our postgame coverage brought to you by the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place. Sam Levitt with you inside Petco Park on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon as the Padres beat the San Francisco Giants 5-3. Padres improved to 19-11. Giants dropped to 19-12. The Padres offense for a second consecutive game looking more like the Padres offense we saw in the first 2-3 weeks, and that's been great to see with the return of Luis Ariz and Jason Hayward into the lineup, and it sounds like Jackson Merrill, Jake Cronenworth are not very far behind, so all continues to be good news on the injury front with guys coming back, but it was up and down the lineup today. As we said, Fernando Tatis Jr., 3 hits in this game. Luis Ariz had 2 hits, including an RBI triple. Manny Machado had an RBI single. Jose Iglesias an RBI infield single. Tyler Wade got the scoring started in the second with an RBI single. Elias Diaz, a couple of hits and a home run. Padres took a 4-0 lead, did a good job creating some rallies, stringing hits together. And then it was a 4-0 game, went to a 4-1 game, 5-1 game, 5-2, 5-3, as the Giants did make it interesting in the 8th and 9th. They did bring the tying run to the plate in both innings, but the Padres bullpen did a good job closing it down. Michael King went 5 2/3 innings, 1 earned run given up, 3 hits allowed, struck out 6 for the win. Couple of solo home runs given up by the bullpen, but ultimately what's been a terrific bullpen, best in baseball so far this year. They had a small lead, and they were able to close it out here today as Robert Suarez picks up his 12th save of the season. With all that in mind, let's go downstairs here at Petco Park and hear some post-game reaction.
Let's pull up a seat in the manager's office and hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt, served up by Sin Lee Food, where fresh meets flavor. Find farm fresh produce, bold Asian spices, and gourmet ingredients at 4665 El Cajon Boulevard. Sin Lee Food, the cook's Asian resource.
You followed formula for the second straight night, some relentless hitting, back into your bullpen, good start.
Yeah, I mean, it's the recipe. It's one of the recipes. We have a lot of them. It gets us to the end, but that's the one that we feel good about. Complete game, well played, all phases. It starts on the mound with Michael. I thought he was really good again. Threw the ball exceptionally well. Offense did their part. I'm sure we'll have some thoughts about that, but could have been more pleased with the approaches throughout the lineup. And bullpen was really good again. Suarez gets out of a little jam there. Goes back out. Morejon comes in, finishes that inning out. Jason had him, hat off to him, and Jason Hayward, by the way. What a play. That was a huge play. But got a guy on 3-0 count, made 3 quality pitches in a row. Jason made a great play in the left and was able to get Chapman, and Suarez came in and threw the ball extremely well also.
Like, you don't talk results, really. Your process for you. And this series sort of shows kind of the long season. A couple days ago, what's the matter with the Padres? And now I'm talking about from the outside, not for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Not for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you feel like that like this, this was the team that you knew you had all along? Yeah,
of course. I mean, the body of work is, has spoken. It speaks for itself, but will continue to speak. We don't take anything for granted, but we also know who we are, how we play. The game is challenging, and we play it really well. Played it in really good all phases of the game. We pitched really well this series. We played really good defense. Manny, 2+ plays. We mentioned Hayward's play. Did a nice job controlling the running game. Had tremendous at-bats and approaches throughout. There wasn't a throwaway at-bat the whole series. Guys were grinding their tails off, and we're in the bases smart. Sheets' ability to get a good jump on that ball that was topped by Iglesias and beats that force, sets up Wadey for the first RBI. So there's a lot of real positive things that take place that end up giving you the best chance to shake hands into the game. And this club knows what that looks like.
I know you said you wanted your hashtag to be beat everybody, but this was a test against a division rival that was ahead of you in the standing coming into play. Like, what do you make of the way your guys kind of rose to that test this week?
Yeah, these guys are, they're going to rise to, regardless of team, regardless of location, venue, hot, cold, day game, night game. This club's going to post, and they're going to post with preparation and real strong desire to compete and play together to give us our absolute best shot to win a ball game every single time we take the field.
The defense today, specifically the throw from Manny and the play from Jason, like, pretty outstanding. What do you think?
Gosh darn. Manny in the second, then the big play in the sixth, leaves his feet, and is in a compromised position, to throw, but it's Manny Machado, so. Yeah, he's in a compromised position, but he also has elite arm talent, as good as anybody in the world, and in body control, and he's a baseball player that figures it out. It's a big play, and Jason's play in the seventh. That ball's with a left-handed hitter could be tailing away from him. He's covering a ton of ground. He was covering a ton of ground, and to be able to lay out and you got to want that ball, and he was on a mission to catch it, and that's what winning players do.
Do you have any updates on the guys in Arizona, Lockridge and Merrill, and their progression, and also maybe when Jake might join them?
Jake, I don't know if he's going to join them. Those guys are all on 3 different plans. Locke and Jackson are pretty close to the same plan relative to where they are in their rehab, and they're at the good side of it. They're towards the finish line of it. Locke played back-to-back games in Arizona at the complex on Monday and Tuesday. I think I've got my days right. And then Jackson played last night with Locke Tuesday. And they both got 6 at bats. Locke swung the bat well, played left. Jackson played center. Locke got a bag and won the 2 games. Jackson hit a triple, and then he hit a double, and everybody in the dugout yelling him to go for 3. And I'm watching the video of it, like, please do not try that right now. And he stopped at second. So, but yeah, they're progressing. Jake's with us now, and he's going to head to Arizona today to get some work in as well.
So you say toward the finish line. Is that finish line potentially the early part of this road trip?
We're still evaluating. Again, it's where they are in their progressions. They're not all on equal footing, but they're all close to where they're at. And I do expect, things being equal and the recovery still taking place, AJ, that, we'll see them, some version of 1 or 2 of them, early in the road trip, Pittsburgh, and then possibly New York on the second side of it.
Just completed April for the season. What have you seen out of your team in terms of the progress the team has made that you like the most that, we might not see on a daily basis?
I think you do likely see it. We all see the game from different lenses. Big continual improvement, continue to get better as the game series and season goes. And I was really pleased how we were able to enjoy our off season, but take advantage of it and have clarity individually and collectively of what we wanted to do. And all the different departments, the pitching, the bullpen included with that, the, base running, defense, infield, outfield, catching, and then the offensive approach coupled with the base running. And we were really sincere. And I felt like we won our off season, really had a productive spring training that built us into the season. We wanted to, who doesn't want to get off to a good start, but we were very intentional about it. We were beating the drum on every side of it. Ruben was really intentful with the pitchers to make sure, hey, we're going to be ready when the bell rings, and we're going to have a good March and April. And, everybody was hungry to do that. The work was very, coupled with the players, and it made a lot of sense. And so now we just continue to build. We're still continuing to know each other and know ourselves better. We know our opponent and try to know them better than they know themselves. And so it's just a continual process of improvement and togetherness.
Out of all the years you've managed for different organizations, injuries happen, and you already said you don't want to make excuses. How do you think your guys this year have handled this kind of spell in terms of, some teams can't really handle losing guys?
Yeah, no, we was on display a little bit last year. It's part of the game. The health's an important component to a team and the success of a team, but also there's a mentality of what you have that given day. And, the one thing that I really, really respect and appreciate and admire about this team is, when we have our brothers, leave us for a little period of time, we're going to support the heck out of them. We're going to love on them. We're going to be there for them. But we're going to figure out a way to move forward, and we say it a lot, talk about it. I don't have to say it a lot, actually, because it's actually a part of our fabric. Winners find solutions. It's just the fact of the matter. There's no money in complaining. It's not going to do anybody any good. All it is a complete drag. So let's figure it out. And what we have is plenty good enough. And there's not been one peep from a player, a staff member, and nobody's feeling sorry. Again, we miss our guys. These are a big part of our club. But we have other guys that we have added to the club. One of the guys that I've got a gold star by is Iglesias. Is the guy that just look in the box score and, he's got the big hit yesterday and he shows up today, RBI, and he's always on point. Maldonado coming in, moving our needle. Jason Hayward coming in, moving our needle. These guys came from outside the organization, are really helping us out and figuring out a way to win games, and they've been there, done that. So Long answer to your question, man. It's about togetherness and self-belief and figuring out a way because, that's what this game's about.
I'd ask you about Tyler. The first at bat was pretty good, and what he's done, be it lefty, righty, whatever, what Tyler Wade has done since he's come in.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Ace. Wadey's been fantastic. Maybe worth repeating. I'm going to repeat it. The hardest conversation I may have ever had at the end of spring training was with Tyler Wade this year. And, it speaks to what we're talking about some of the depth piece of the club. And, this is a guy that is a real part of our fabric. He's a part and a heart of our club. And, when he didn't break with us, it was like, ooh. And thankfully, grace of God, he comes back and he's with us and stays with us and comes up. And, I just applaud him because, this is home for him, for us at least. He comes up and he didn't, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to play. I'm going to come up and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to contribute. And he's going to contribute and he's playing a position that he's playing really well. That's not a primary position. And he's looking like it's a everyday regular center fielder. And he takes great at bats and, similar to the guys we talk about. Big energy guy, shows up every day, brings it, high baseball IQ, and, moves our needle in a lot of different ways.
Hey, Mike, a couple of different things. Number one, Flores and Chapman were 0 for 16 with 12 strikeouts in the series. Was it something specifically you were doing with them, or is it just a matter of circumstance?
I mean, we pitched them really tough. They're both really professional hitters, and we had really good pitching on our side. We pitched them extremely tough.
And then to your point, I think you brought up a lot of this yesterday. This is kind of your fourth year of this run. And with the additions, subtractions, what you have here is you have a lot of people on this team with experience. Guys have been to the World Series and won awards. Like a guy like Hayward comes in here. He was a huge leader on the 2016 Cubs. To have a guy like that and to have the guys you have, Machado, they're all maturing. Tatis is maturing. How much does that add to where you're going right now?
It adds quite a bit. We got a very mature, experienced club that has won another place. You mentioned Bogey's got two. I mentioned Bogey's got 2 rings. Jason's won a ring. Maldy's got 2 rings. This club is now, more battle tested in the last several years with Manny and Toddy and Crony and, the bullpen with Suarez and Estrada and Morihone. And, you can keep going. Jackson, now has experiences in years and experiences in taking advantage of your time. And we have guys that I alluded to yesterday. Like, listen, we got a very mature group that is going to rely on their experience, that we can trust each other and knows how to play the game and knows how to win the game. And you put that together, and it's pretty special.
That was Padres manager Mike Shildt after this 5-3 win for the Padres against the San Francisco Giants. Sam Levitt back with you inside the Western Metal Building here at Petco Park. A lot to chew on there from Mike Shildt. When we come back, we'll talk about the big at bat in the 8th inning between Adam and Jung-Hoo Lee, the great catch that Jason Hayward made in that spot. We'll talk more about the defense the Padres played today because Hayward made a huge play, but Manny Machado had a couple of outstanding defensive plays in this game as well. We'll talk a little bit more about the guys working their way back. Jackson Merrill, Brandon Lockridge, you heard there for Mike Shildt. Those guys getting towards the finish line, working out in Arizona right now, and sounds like those guys could be back on this upcoming road trip. So we'll see about that. And I do want to talk about Tyler Wade because I've mentioned it before, but he has done a really, really nice job with this opportunity coming up to the major leagues once again and really playing a nice role for this team, playing every day right now in center field and doing a really nice job and had a big impact on this game as well. But for the moment, let's step aside. We may also have some additional post-game reaction from inside the Padres clubhouse. Final score, Padres 5, Giants 3. Our Jamul Casino Resort Padres post-game show continues after this on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey, guys, it's Woodsy. Celebrate one.
Here at Petco Park, final score on this Wednesday, Padres 5 and the Giants 3. Sam Levitt with you inside the Western Metal Building at Petco Park in downtown San Diego. More than 37,000 in the building here today. Another great crowd on a Wednesday afternoon. Amazing what the fans continue to do after there were 47,000 plus in the building yesterday, 15 sellout of the season last night, and here today a near sellout on a Wednesday in April. Amazing. Padres win it 5-3. They sweep a little 2-game series from the Giants. Maybe you say they dusted a 2-game series from the Giants. Well, if we call a 4-game sweep a mop and a 3-game sweep, or I should say a 4-game sweep a mop, and winning 3 games of a 3-game series a sweep, then I would suppose maybe a little 2-game sweep, if you will, would actually be called like a dusting or something like that. Anyway, now I'm getting in my head about it. You get the point. 2 wins, 2 days, 2-game series against the San Francisco Giants. We'll hear from Tyler Wade coming up in just a bit. We'll also hear our catches of the game in a moment as well. I do want to touch on a couple of things, though, before we get to those 2 things. Let's zero in on the 8th inning for a second, because it was interesting. Padres are leading 5-2 at that point in the top of the 8th inning. Jason Adam, who has been so good, comes in, gets the first out, then gives up a solo home run to Mike Shildt. That makes it a 5-3 game. He then walks Willy Adames to bring the tying run to the plate, with Jung-Hoo Lee coming up, Matt Chapman, the cleanup man, waiting on deck. And at that point in the game, I'll tell you, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this bullpen's been so good. Adams been so good. He gives up the home run. He issues a walk. And you're sort of sitting there thinking like, is this going to be one of those games where maybe he's not quite as sharp, the bullpen falters a little bit, and this is like the rare occasion for this pen where they can't hold the lead? Sort of started to feel that way a little bit. But then, and Mike Shildt mentioned this in the postgame. He falls behind Lee 3-0. That was part of it as well. He then falls behind Lee 3-0 with the runner on first base in a 2-run game, comes back to make it 3-2, and then Lee loops one down the left field side. Jason Hayward covered a ton of ground. He comes racing in, makes a great sliding catch by the foul line. Just an unbelievable play effort by Jason Hayward, and maybe save the game, really. I mean, if that ball falls in, let's say Adames goes to third on that play and Lee's on second, that's runners on second and third with 1 out in a 2-run game. So that was a huge play by Jason Hayward. And then Matt Chapman, who's really struggling, Adam strikes him out, and that's the inning. And that really was one of the moments of this game for the Padres in a 2-run game. So I thought that Jung-Hoo Lee at bat, that moment for Jason Adam, and Hayward making that caliber of defensive play, that was a huge moment in today's win. You also heard about Jackson Merrill, Brandon Lockridge, the term that Mike Shildt used, being towards the finish line as far as their rehab assignments right now in Arizona. They played earlier this week in Arizona, getting a ton of at-bats in. Doesn't sound like Pittsburgh is probably going to be where they return, or at least Merrill returns. We talked about Kevin Acee saying that the target date was maybe Monday in New York for Merrill. Sort of sounded that way in the postgame as well. But the good news, regardless of what day of this trip exactly the plan is for somebody like Merrill, at least to come back. Because, look, we'll see what happens with Lockridge. I mean, you've got some guys now playing well. Tyler Wade's playing really well. It's hard to see him going down. I'll talk more about him in a second. But let's just focus on Merrill, the one we know is coming back for sure. The good news is that no matter what exact day he returns, it certainly seems like he is on the way, and that in the next week or so, he's going to be back, which is terrific news. So those guys continuing to rehab in Arizona, and Jake Cronenworth, it sounds like at some point is going to go there as well. Before we talk about Tyler Wade and hear from Tyler Wade, let's hear today's catches of the game.
Which defensive play had the biggest impact on today's game?
He is at the wall, leaps up, and he makes the catch.
This is the catch of the game.
Gonna hang a star for Jackson Merrill.
Reeled in by Anthony's Fish Grotto La Mesa, celebrating 80 years of seafood excellence.
let's talk about our three catches of the game today. We had so much great defense, we couldn't pick one. In fact, I couldn't even pick two. We had to play three for you. Let's start with Manny Machado, who made two outstanding defensive plays in this game.
Chapman waits now. The pitch swung on, grounded sharply to the left side. Manny lunging to his left as it gets up, fires to first in time, and one away here in the top of the second inning as we hang yet another star for Manny Machado. Ball and a strike. The pitch to Adames hit hard on one hop to Manny, snags it on the bare hand, fell down close to second, and they get a force there. Wow. Kind of a short hop, falling down play by Machado.
Great plays by Manny Machado, one coming in the second, one coming in the sixth inning. The play he made in the sixth inning to get the force out and the throw from his backside, I mean, that really saved the inning. Ended up being just a one-run inning for the Giants. He doesn't make that play, that could end up being a much bigger inning for San Francisco. So Manny made a couple of great plays. But as we said, Jason Hayward, he maybe made the play of the game with this catch in the eighth inning. Jung-Hoo Lee at the plate.
Adames not running, and Lee swings, hits it in the air to left field, not deep. Long run, Hayward in and towards the line, on the move, slides forward, and he makes the catch. Gonna hang a star for Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward, outstanding play. That was out number 2 in the eighth inning. Big, big moment in that eighth inning with the Padres leading 5-3, and those were our catches of the game. So much great defense today by Manny and Hayward. We couldn't pick one. Had to pick three. I didn't know what to pick, so I said to Kyle back in the studio, I said, let's play them all. We're going to do that today. Great stuff by Manny and Hayward in the field today. Well, Tyler Wade had another really, really nice day. RBI single in the second inning to make it a 1-0 game. A walk in the fourth inning. He's playing a very, very solid center field. You look at what Tyler's done since coming up to the major leagues once again. 289 average, 11 for 38, 2 RBIs. He's got a double. He's got a triple. He's got an on-base percentage of .413. Tyler Wade deserves a lot of credit for what he's doing right now. He really, really does. After what you heard Mike Shildt call one of the toughest conversations he's ever had at a spring training, you know, telling Tyler he was going to get DFA'd, Tyler deciding to stay with the Padres, accepting an assignment to AAA El Paso, gets the opportunity because of the injuries to come back up to the Padres. And I will tell you, Tyler deserves a lot of credit for the way, A, he's handled this, and B, the way he's played and contributed. And right now he's playing center field every day for Jackson Merrill, who's on the IL, and playing it really well and really solidly. And we'll see what happens when Jackson comes back and they've got to make some moves. But with the way Tyler's playing and the way he's contributed, it's almost hard to see him being the odd man out right now and not being on this team. And, you know, to his credit, the 15 games he's been with the Padres since coming back up, he's kind of proved what he is and what he can be. And we know he is a big-time presence inside that clubhouse, somebody those guys care a lot about. Really, really, really great clubhouse guy, and he deserves a lot of credit right now. He's playing well. He's done a nice job both at the plate and in the field with what he's done for the Padres as of late. So he deserves a lot of credit right now. Speaking of Tyler Wade, let's go downstairs inside the Padres clubhouse and hear some post-game reaction from Tyler Wade.
Yeah, I was in Diego.
But here, we're here. Are you somewhere else, you mean?
No, yeah, I was somewhere else. Yeah, somewhere else. But yeah, just working on myself and just getting some mechanical things ready and whether
Personal taste of what the NL West battles this summer, right? What do you make of kind of what that's going?
It's great, man. It's what you want. It brings up the best of everybody, and it's a really competitive division with really good pitching and offense. So it's going to be a fun year.
This is a question I kind of walked up on, but Mike mentioned how hard it was, maybe the hardest conversation he's ever had when they sent you or didn't have you break with the roster. What was that like for you, and how did you kind of stay locked in for this moment?
Yeah, it's a gut punch, right? You never want to hear that. But, you know, like they have expressed to me the value that I bring and all that stuff. So, yeah, like I said, there's a silver lining to everything, and I didn't take offense to it. And, you know, I knew I'd be back here. So I just wanted to work, and whenever my time was ready, I was ready to go.
And then on the flip side of that coin, to come back up and to contribute the way you have, how much does that matter?
Yeah, it feels great. just the start that this team got off to in the beginning, I just wanted to keep that going. And so obviously some guys went down, and you never want that to happen. But, kind of just keeping everything afloat and doing my thing and playing my brand of baseball. That's all I really wanted to do.
What does it mean to know that you're getting some of those guys back, though? Especially starting with Jackson Merrill, hopefully this weekend.
Yeah, it's exciting, right? Like,
yeah.
These are key pieces, especially Jackson. So we're excited to get them all back and keep this thing going.
What did you think of the play that Jason Hayward made out there in left field?
That's a Gold Glover right there.
Right?
A Gold Glover. That's an impressive play. Not many people make that play. So that's a huge play in a situation like that, and it killed their momentum. So, yeah.
I know he's not producing maybe offensively the way that he wants to, but what has he brought inside this clubhouse?
Jason Hayward. That's the best way to put it. He's a leader, natural-born leader. He keeps the energy high, defensive wizard, and he always has professional bats. I mean, baseball's hard, hitting's hard, and whenever he's in the box, he's able to do something special.
It's always easy to say that Luis Arias and Jason Hayward come back, but you guys have really professional bats since they returned. Is that just what they do? Is that what they bring?
Yeah, I mean, it's a comfortability thing, having those guys in the lineup. But like I said, that stretch where we weren't doing our thing, it's just baseball that happens. And, getting those guys back, it gives us a little extra boost and confidence boost to, just play our brand of baseball in that hand.
That was Tyler Wade after today's 5-3 win for the Padres against the San Francisco Giants. Sam Levitt back with you inside the loft here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park. A nice day for Tyler. He continues to contribute and always great with the media as well. Good stuff from Tyler Wade as the Padres win this game on this Wednesday to take a sweep a little two-game series against the San Francisco Giants. We may have some additional post-game reaction from inside the Padres clubhouse coming up in our next segment. The bullpen, a little shakier than usual today, but hey, they got the job done. Let's tell you about today's relief pitcher of the game.
Which pitcher entered the game and slammed the door shut? This is today's relief pitcher of the game, presented by David P. Shapiro Criminal Defense Attorneys. When your freedom and future are on the line, you need the best arm in the pen. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
There are really two ways you could go with this today. The candidates to me are Adrian Morejon or Robert Suarez. Estrada and Estrada and Adam had nice moments. Estrada gave up a solo home run. Adam gave up a solo home run, but did wiggle his way out of that eighth inning with the tying run at the plate. But because they gave up the two solo home runs, we'll take Adam and Estrada out of the equation for this. Morejon comes in the seventh inning, and this was after Ramos hit the home run to make it 5-2. So Giants have a little bit of momentum there, and Morejon comes in and extinguishes it, strikes out Lamont Wade Jr., and then gets a fly out from Patrick Bailey, inning over. 2 up, 2 down, through 8 pitches. He was great. Faced 2 batters, retired them both. But then you have Robert Suarez, who comes in, 9th inning, 2-run game, walks Ramos with 1 out, but then comes back to strike out Wade and Bailey to end the game. Picks up his 12th save of the year, stays perfect. 12 for 12 now in save opportunities. So you look at it, you could give it to Morejon, you could give it to Suarez, and I think I'll give it to Suarez. Got the 3 outs, 2-run game in the 9th inning, had to deal with the tying run at the plate, and Robert Suarez, our relief pitcher of the game. Robert continues to have, to this point, another all-star caliber first month or so, 0.64 ERA in 14 appearances, 12 for 12 now in save opportunities, 14 innings, 16 strikeouts, a 106 batting average against. He continues to be terrific. And yes, the Padres bullpen gave up a couple of solo home runs, but as we know, solo home runs are not they're not going to hurt you too bad most days. And the Padres bullpen bent, but did not break today. And sometimes that's what you got to do. And the Padres did it on the relief side of things today as they win it 5-3. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have the out-of-town scoreboard play of the game. We'll also probably hear a little bit more post-game reaction coming your way, as well as the Padres improved to 19-11 on the year with this 5-3 win against the Giants on this Wednesday. Our post-game coverage continues after this.
You're listening to the Jamul Casino Resort Padres post-game show, brought to you by the all-new
Casino Resort Padres post-game show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. We are taking you up until today's edition of Gwynn and Chris, coming your way just after the top of the hour. Sam Levitt with you inside the Western Metal Building here at Petco Park. Let's go back downstairs. Here's some more post-game reaction. Padres win it 5-3 against the Giants. We'll have a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Our play of the game coming up in a little bit as well. Michael King today, he was solid, 5 2/3 innings, 1 earned run given up, 3 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 6. King came out of this game in the 6th inning after 91 pitches, was solid today. Maybe not as sharp at times as we're accustomed to seeing, but you look at it, really did a very nice job in this ball game. Came out after an RBI single to Jung-Hoo Lee, gave way to Jeremiah Estrada. Estrada got through the rest of the inning, and ultimately Michael King picks up his 4th win of the season. Let's go downstairs inside the clubhouse. Here's some post-game reaction from Michael King.
Mike, what do you think? Good game overall. Fastball command was there again. Felt like I was able to get myself into some good counts. I guess off contact because of the 2 fastballs.
You almost did it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm always disappointed when I get pulled, regardless of when it is. But that's why you got a good bullpen.
Speak of the last 2 nights as back to the Padres formula, relentless, back into the bullpen, good starts.
Yeah, I mean, that's the brand of baseball we've been playing all year. And I mean, it's great to have Arise and J-Hay back. The energy that they bring, obviously the defense that J-Hay was putting on today, Arise's tough at-bats and the energy. It's a much more exciting team.
How do you put in words what Manny did for your third day?
Oh, it's the safety blanket, you know? Whenever I'm in trouble, I'm just going to throw a sinker down in and let Manny do his thing. So, I mean, he's been doing it for years. It's really fun not to have to face him, but also to have that glove behind you.
Did you ask him why he just couldn't get 2 for you?
I mean, I was a little upset, but he's all right.
We talked a lot about the division, how competitive it's been early. This is the first contest among those 4 contenders. What do you make of the way you guys kind of approach the challenge this week?
I mean, yeah, great team over there. I think we're going to have a lot of really good NL West battles throughout the whole season. But that's also it's those tests that you got to put your big boy pants on and play these guys. And I know we're going to get them 11 more times throughout the year. So obviously a good start, but you got to make sure it lasts over the next 11 against them, and then the 13 against the Dodgers and the 13 against the Diamondbacks.
That was Michael King after this 5-3 win for the Padres against the San Francisco Giants. Sam Levitt back with you inside the loft here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park. Let's take a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll hear from Fernando Tatis Jr.
Let's take a trip around the bigs to highlight the scores that matter most with our out-of-town scoreboard. Presented by Jensen Premium Beef Patties. Always a hit for grilling.
We take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard on this Wednesday. We have a number of finals and some games going on right now. Some games yet to begin. Mariners beat the Angels 9-3 in Seattle. Dodgers beat the Marlins 12-7 in LA earlier today. The Rockies beat the Braves 2-1 in Colorado. Brenton Doyle, a solo home run in that game for the Rocks. Tigers beat the Astros 7-4 in Houston. We had a doubleheader in Cincinnati today. Game 1 of that doubleheader, Cardinals won it 6-0. Game 2 is in the 4th inning. Cardinals leading 9-0 right now in Cincinnati in Game 2 of that doubleheader. Other games going on, Guardians 1, Twins 0 in Cleveland in the 7th. Orioles 4, Yankees 2 in Baltimore in the 5th inning. Pirates 2, Cubs 0 in Pittsburgh in the 5th. Nationals trail the Phillies 4-1 in Philadelphia in the 5th inning. Royals 2, Rays 0 in the 5th inning in Tampa Bay. Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 4-0 in Toronto in the 2nd. Diamondbacks and Mets are scoreless in New York in the 3rd. Brewers 2, White Sox 0 in Chicago in the 1st inning. And the only game yet to begin today, A's and the Rangers at 5:05 in Arlington. Luis Severino for the A's, Nate Eovaldi on the mound for Texas. And that's a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard on this Wednesday. Well, Fernando Tatis Jr. had a really nice day. He continues to play extremely well. The batting average now up to 345. Had 3 hits in this game as he polished off an excellent month of April to begin his season. Let's go back downstairs inside the clubhouse. Here's some post-game reaction from Fernando after this 5-3 win.
Your first game. That's a pretty relentless team itself over there. They come back alive to sweep this. What did that do for you guys?
It's a great bounce back. So the way we have been playing baseball the last week and a half going, like I said, we keep making adjustments. It's a long season. We got to stay consistent. We want to be good, and that's how we should play games against really good teams.
What do you think the NL West battle is going to be like this summer? Based on these 2 games?
It's going to be rough. We have really good teams out there. They came out the gate hot, just like us, and they have played really good baseball, good pitching defense. So the best baseball being played is on this side.
Your next game you guys play will be in the month of May. What do you think that you guys showed in the month of April?
That we're capable of doing really good things, and but at the same time, we can't sit back and just relax and see everything just unfold. We got to go out there, make it happen, stay consistent, play good defense, and keep getting better at the plate every single day.
That was Fernando Tatis Jr. after this 5-3 win for the Padres against the San Francisco Giants. And yes, the next game the Padres play will be in the month of May. We'll talk about that in just a moment. First, let's hear today's play of the game.
The line between winning and losing can be razor thin. Which play was the difference between victory and defeat? This is today's play of the game, presented by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Adames not running, and Lee swings, hits it in the air to left field, not deep. Long run, Hayward in and towards the line, on the move, slides forward, and he makes the catch. Gonna hang a star for Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward with, in my opinion, the play of the game. We sort of mulled this over in the play of the game command center. We all get together, all the minds behind the Padres radio network, and we decide on our play of the game. Of course, the command center exists of pretty much one brain, and that's mine. And I was going over it, and I was kind of going back and forth with Kyle back in the studio during the commercial. I said, do you think, should we go with something offensive from the play for the play of the game, or should we go with this Hayward catch? And I know we used the Hayward catch for our catches of the game today, but I'll tell you what, I really felt like that Hayward catch was the play of the game. If that falls in, let's say he slides and misses it. Number one, it could have been a run-scoring hit at bare minimum. I think Adames gets the third base. And I think Lee gets the second. So then you're dealing with runners on second and third, 1 out in a 2-run game. To me, Hayward, you could argue, save this game and this win with that outstanding catch. And that's the other part of it. It was an outstanding catch. He had to go a long way. And as I'm watching it from the press box area, I really thought he wasn't going to get there, the way it was tailing away from him, heading towards the left field line. But he covered a ton of ground and just made an outstanding play. And I thought it was the play of the game. I really did. Certainly the Diaz home run was huge. The runs the Padres scored in this game throughout, huge, obviously. But I thought that catch by Jason Hayward was really, really important and just a great play, really a game-saving type play. So for that reason, the Hayward catch to take a base hit away from Jung-Hoo Lee, our play of the game in the 8th inning in this 5-3 win. As always, if you missed any portion of our post-game coverage, you can go back and listen to all of it on the Inside San Diego Baseball podcast feed, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcast. You can also go back on the 97.3 The Fan YouTube channel and watch any portion of our post-game coverage there as well. We always invite you to enjoy our post-game coverage however you want to tune in, whether that's live on the radio, live on YouTube, live on the Odyssey app, or on demand on any of those platforms that we just mentioned. Taking a look ahead To the Padres' next game. Remember, they are off on Thursday. They are en route to Pittsburgh right now. They will begin a 9-game road trip to Pittsburgh, New York, and Colorado. Beginning on Friday, it's a long trip, a 3-city trip. And it begins with game 1 of a 3-game series in Pittsburgh against the Pirates at 3:40 p.m. on Friday. Our EcoWater SoCal Padres pregame show will begin at 2:40. Right-hander Dylan Cease on the mound for the Padres tomorrow. Pirates have not yet announced their starting pitcher for, not tomorrow, for Friday's game. So Dylan Cease on the mound Friday for the Padres. And again, TBD right now as far as the starting pitcher for the Pirates. Taking a look at the final totals in this series finale against the Giants as the Padres sweep a mini 2-game set from San Francisco. For the Giants, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left on 5. For the Padres, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left on 7. Winning pitcher today, Michael King, who improves to 4-1. Losing pitcher was Landon Root, who drops to 2-2. And the save goes to Robert Suarez, his 12th of the season. Time of game, 2 hours and 34 minutes, and the crowd at Petco Park on a Wednesday afternoon at 37,698. Once again, first pitch in Pittsburgh on Friday, 3:40 p.m. Our pregame coverage begins at 2:40. Until then, for our great studio coordinator, Kyle Ovenshire, I'm Sam Levitt saying so long from Petco Park. Again, the final score today, the San Diego Padres 5 and the San Francisco Giants 3. We'll talk to you on Friday on the Padres Radio Network. Enjoy the off day. Chris Ello, Matt Scraby coming your way next here on 97.3 The Fan.